And May, who struggled a little bit in the qualifying round, will look for a good opening round leap here. And it is a good leap too. Close to 7 metres. Her best so far this year, 6 metres 97. Those long legs just dragged her left foot into the pit. Good on the board, but have a look at the landing there. You can see the left foot has, the right foot was certainly well over 7 metres, but I don't think the left foot managed to join it. But it's a good leap. And we've seen how important it is in all the field events to get a good effort away on the first round, and 6.91 is a good effort. And Junhwa, the Olympic champion, and the favourite here after jumping 7 metres 01 in the qualifying round, but she does have the leg bandaged, and well, it's a foul, but she's immediately grabbed the leg, and this doesn't look good. It doesn't look good at all for Junhwa.
Had run the 100 metres earlier, so she probably was a little bit fatigued from that too.
And there she is, so she's on the ground, and the realisation that she is going to take no further part in the long jump competition has hit, and she's quite distressed. And Joan, she ran in okay, but it was just here as she took off, that's when all the pressure went on.
Yeah, and it looks like it may have been mid-air where she's hurt herself when she's pulled her leg up off the board.
Well, she qualified in such impressive fashion, so you would think that maybe like Parekh, she's done the hamstring in the warm-up. So here's Joyner Kersey back in round 2, and you can see she had a few problems with the run-up as well. Got in a little bit close and had to chop the stride quite dramatically.
Doesn't look the athlete she was over the last decade.
She's very hard to beat though. She's won 4 Olympic gold medals and 4 World Championship gold medals, including 2 long jump titles. Remember in Tokyo when she twisted the ankle? Still hung on to win. Her and Drechsler have had some amazing battles. They're here again tonight, and they're not without a chance here because Drechsler jumped well on the qualifying round. You'd say that 6.90 odd is probably beyond them, but they're great champions, and we've seen already in this titles that champions are tough to beat.
So Heike Drechsler in 6th position. She wants to impose herself here.
Chance for Drechsler, who is experienced and will get her foot on the board, but that was a disappointing effort for her.
Her running doesn't look that good. She looks like she's running a bit flat, and certainly not as fast as what we've seen her run in the past either. And she, to hit the board and only jump 6.50 odd is not a good sign for Drechsler.
One of just a few athletes here who has competed in all 6 editions of the World Championship. She won the first one back in Helsinki in 1983, a marvellous career.
She's got a pretty handy heptathlon under her belt too.
May currently leads 6 metres 91, and Johansson around 6 metres 50.
She did well getting that off the board. A bit of a stutter into the board.
Yeah, they've had plenty of problems with the run. And after a foul in the first jump, that is a fair jump, so she's got one on the board. Here's Marion Jones. This is just a little bit earlier, and she was in trouble because she had 2 fouls. She needs 6.64 to make it through to the final, the 100-metre champion. All sorts of bother with the run-up. Well, she is inexperienced in the long jump, clearly. The technique a little bit agricultural, and to jump 6.63
in that manner,
which this jump was, and she just missed out on the final. Well, go away, Marion, and do a bit of training, and you'll come out in Sydney in 2000.
On a big moment here for the local favourite. She has the whole stadium right behind her here.
6.69 so far, but she did open up with a big foul in the opening round. And she's got the whole crowd behind her. Currently in 6th place. And it's a big jump.
Rotated on that one too, so you've got to think she's got a bit more distance in there.
Well, fourth in the Olympic Games, where Jackie Joyner-Kersee took her bronze medal on the final jump, and as the Greek flag flies, Xanthu puts herself right into this women's long jump final. So 6.91 is Fiona May. She leads, and you'd have to think that that is pretty close. Well, they'll bring the house down here if she can get the lead. What massive height she got. She did over-rotate, but 6 metres 93, she's in the lead.
And there's the situation to get them down to the last 8, and they're the survivors. Xanthu, May, Galkina, Joyner-Kersee, Tedke, Vishnina, Drexler. So some famous names still there, and Kristova. It's close at the top, isn't it? 4 centimetres, and the ones that missed out, Johansson, Jones, Jaklowski, and Ajunma injured, unfortunately. The Olympic champion gone there. Back Drexler on the runway, live action here.
Currently in 7th position. This is the 4th round, and looking a little bit tired on the runway.
She looks very slow compared to what we have seen her. She held the world record for the 100, was it, Bruce, or the 200?
Equalled the world 200 with Marita Cox. In fact, she ran 22.71 on 2 occasions, and the same as Marita Cox. Tedke Green in 5th position.
.675 so far. The name they've left off the top of that list is Xanthu, who's on 6 metres 93, and she is leading.
David, this is interesting, trying to get the Greeks to really get behind you here when they're in the gold medal position.
Very little enthusiasm being shown in the back straight.
She knows it too.
And they gave the men's triple jumpers last night some great encouragement, but Metaloglu, who broke the national record, was never going to be a factor, and they're really not willing to participate here for Tedke Green. You can't blame them, can you? And that's a reasonable jump. Her best so far, 6.75. And it's going to be tough for Fiona May, the defending champ, when it comes to her jump, because I think they'll all turn around and begin to have conversations about the soccer season. So a fair jump. And the Greeks, who haven't yet won a gold medal here. Gatzoudis won a bronze in the javelin.
Their favoured female high jumper not even making it through to the final, so a lot of pressure on Xanthu, and she's come through with it so far, her best jump of the season.
So 6.78, so an improvement for Green.
World indoor champion in 95.
And she's in 3rd place at the moment, with a best of 6 metres 89, which came in the first round. The Greek Xanthu leads 6 metres 93, and that looks like a good jump from the former world junior triple jump champion. So here's Xanthu, the Greek, who has just seen her lead in the long jump snatched away from her by Galkina. So great action tonight, live from Athens. And that's another good jump. Well, 7.05 she needs to get the lead back from Galkina. And Fiona May is in 3rd place on 6 metres 91. Xanthu will have the last shout in the competition, because she led after 3 jumps.
And very close on the front of the board there. She only has about 5 centimetres or so she can move up, but she's had a very consistent series so far, and with this crowd behind her chanting her name, that's got to be able to lift her to something a little more.
6 metres 94, so she improves by a centimetre.
Now Drexler, who also knows how to do it, she won World Championship long jumps 10 years apart, 6.69. She needs something here to get herself back into the picture.
So in 7th place, and has been a bit tired, and that's a better jump.
She's been amongst the top long jumpers for years, as we've said. and not looking quite as good as normal, but that one's going to move her up a couple of places.
Well, remarkable that she's still jumping at 32 when she's been around for such a long time.
She was an amazing junior talent. I think she still may hold the world junior long jump record.
So currently in 7th. And this will probably be an improvement for her. The medals at the moment, Fiona May 691 is in the bronze. So 687, she moves to 4th place. Getting behind Xanthu, you can hear them chanting, and they're chanting Hellas, Hellas, which means Greece.
Xanthu, having spent a little bit of time out in Sydney training, hasn't ever actually competed in Australia, but she has trained out there in our beautiful summer weather.
So she needs 7:05, which is Galkina's lead. She fouled in this round. We're in round 5. And May, who was the early leader, was 691, jumped 6 metres 66.
It'd be fantastic for these championships to see a Greek win one of the events.
Lamopi Xanthu, who was 4th in Atlanta. And no. So one more jump for Nikki Xanthu. So let's see here, perhaps just stretching for the board and knew that she wasn't in a great position. So this was just a fraction earlier with Fiona May. The defending champion, formerly from Great Britain, competed in the World Junior Championships.
It's one of the longest sets of legs you'll see in track and field, which is always an advantage.
Before marrying an Italian pole vaulter and taking up residence, now holds the Italian record.
Looks like she may have taken off behind the board on that occasion. Competed for Great Britain in the 1990 Commonwealth Games as well.
And Seoul in 88, so she had a pretty good career for them.
Drexler back live, final of the women's long jump.
This is her last jump in the competition. Will it be the last time we see Drexler in competition? Can she get a medal? Well, it's a big jump. Such a tremendous career, and you have to think that this may be the last time, with the announcement of the retirement of Sally Gunnell here at this championship and Linford Christie. So some big names calling a day to their international careers, and perhaps we've seen the last of Drexler, who goes out in the best possible style for a long jumper with 1 centimetre to spare on the board. She needs 691 to get a medal, and it would be fitting that she could stand on the dais.
The state of athletics has changed so much.
689, just 2 centimetres.
Long jump.
Jackie Joyner-Kersee with her last jump in the competition.
I was starting to say before, the state of athletics has changed so much in the last 10 to 20 years, where athletes would retire young so that they could go and work and earn a living to keep their family. Now with all the prize money and appearance money involved in the sport, you see athletes stay in there because they make a better living out of competing than they do out of retiring. And I think that may be the case with some of the athletes like Jackie Joyner-Kersee and Drexler, and perhaps their heart isn't in it for the right reasons.
Well, they're great competitors just the same, and this is Joyner-Kersee. She's in 5th place at the moment with 6 metres 79 and 660 there, so a good series for her, but she'll have to be happy with 5th place.
Fiona May, who is in 3rd place, last attempt.
And needs 7:05 to defend her title, and we didn't quite see where she landed, but it's a foul.
She landed way out there, David. I tell you, if she had got that one on the board, I think that would have taken the lead.
Well, I'm pretty sure you're right. It'll be interesting to see.
Her reaction, I think, would
Let's have a look.
that.
Oh, well, it's got to be the worst way to go out in a long jump competition. I'd be going back to have a look. There's not really much you can do about it.
Let's have a look where she landed. That would have had to have gone very close to being in the lead. She did drag something in the sand back.
She dragged her left foot, which she did on the very first jump of the competition, and
the crowd is going berserk.
So she remains in 3rd place, 6 metres 91, and they're not giving May too much sympathy because Xanthu is next on the runway. Here she is, and the story for her is that she needs 6:05.
7:05.
7:05, thank you. Her Greek record is 7:01, which she did in Atlanta, I think. Let me just have a look. No, 6:97 she jumped in Atlanta. Her personal best is 7:01.
We've had Gatsoutas in the javelin and other top Greek athletes, but I don't think we've had a bigger moment for the host nation than right here now.
And I'll tell you what, there'd be a huge party throughout Greece if she was to pull this off.
So Nikki Xanthau,
I don't think there'd be a dish left.
the 23-year-old. Can she win the first gold medal at the championships for the host nation? Wow. It's a foul too, I think, judging by the reaction of the crowd, but it must have been close as well. And that's either the boyfriend, the coach, or the husband. One of the three, might be all three. And let's have a look. Oh, it's a foul. So, Nikki Xanthau, the best performance for Greece in this championship with a silver medal, and there's the winner. Galkina, who takes it out, came into this competition with the second best jump of the year, and she leaves as the gold medalist with the best